the door, and a couple of moves that quietly protect your engine and your transmission for free. Some of these are going to make you a little angry that nobody told you sooner. I found 10. We'll start with the small ones, but stick around because the last one is the feature Toyota builds right into your car and quietly hopes you never go looking for. No intro, no filler. Number 1. One promise before we start. For every feature, I'll tell you which models and roughly which years it works on. A tip you can't use on your own car is worthless, and I'm not here to waste your time. Here's the truth most owners never hear. Your owner's manual barely scratches the surface of what your Toyota can actually do. The engineers build in conveniences, safety tweaks, and service shortcuts, then bury them 3 menus deep or behind a button combination nobody at. The dealer knows about every one of these. They just don't volunteer them, because honestly, half of these are things they'd rather charge you $40 to do for you. So here's the deal. 10 features, real button presses, real model years. Some save you money. One could save you from standing in a dark parking lot with a car that won't open. Let's start easy. You walk up to a car that's been baking and tap in the door and eat a wall of 130 degrees. Now, if your fob doesn't do this out of the box, don't give up on it. On a lot of Toyotas, this is a setting that's switched off from the factory, and I'll show you exactly where to turn it on when we get to number 10. Hold that thought. Everybody thinks remote start needs the Toyota app and a monthly fee. If your car came with factory remote start, your key fob already does it. Free forever. The sequence on most factory remote start Toyotas: press lock once, then press and hold lock again for about 3 seconds. The engine fires up, the climate system runs, and your car is warm in winter or cooled down in summer before you walk out. This is common on higher trims from roughly 2018 on. Here's the part the dealer won't lead with. The app version, Remote Connect, is the one that eventually wants a subscription after your trial ends. The key fob version, if you have the hardware, keeps working with $0. Same result, no bill. If your Toyota has an electronic parking brake, newer RAV4, Camry, Highlander, Sienna, and most 2019 and up models, look near your shifter for a button that says Auto Hold or Brake Hold. Press it once. Now, when you come to a full stop, a red light, bumper-to-bumper traffic, the car holds the brakes for you. You can take your foot completely off the pedal. The moment you press the gas, it releases, and you roll. No creeping, no holding the brake for 10 minutes straight. In real traffic, this is the difference between getting out of the car relaxed and getting out with a cramped right leg. It rearms every time you press it, so make it part of your startup routine. If you've got an older Tacoma or 4Runner with a foot or hand parking brake, you won't have this one. And that's exactly why I'm naming models as we go. The next feature, though, works on almost all of you, and it's about control. Most owners just live with whatever the doors do. You don't have to. Almost every modern Toyota lets you customize the entire locking behavior. You can set the doors to auto-lock the second you shift into drive, auto-unlock when you shift to park, choose whether the first press of the fob unlocks just the driver's door or all of them, and on smart key models from about 2018, turn on walk-away auto-locking, so the car locks itself when you step away with the key in your pocket. Why does that matter? Security mostly. The number one way cars get gone through overnight is they were simply left unlocked. Walk-away locking removes that mistake from your life entirely. Some of these toggles live in your touch screens, live in that hidden menu I keep teasing. We're getting closer to it. First, a button that saves you a trip to the shop. You rotate your tires or air them up or swap to winter wheels and that low-pressure light just stays on. Or it reads wrong. Most people drive to a shop and your Toyota has a TPMS reset built in. On a lot of models, it's a physical button low on the dash, just left of the steering wheel. On newer touchscreen cars, it's in the Vehicle Settings menu under Tire Pressure. You set your pressures correctly first, turn the ignition to on without starting, then press and hold that reset until the light blinks a few times. Drive a little, and it relearns. That's it. That's the entire service a shop charges you for. Location varies by model and year, so check low on the dash first, then your settings menu. But every modern Toyota has one of the two. So far, everything's been convenience and saving a few bucks. The next one is different. The next one is the one nobody shows you until it's too late. Picture it. Dark parking lot. You press the fob. Nothing. Dead fob battery or a dead 12 volt in the car. The door won't budge. This is where people panic and call a tow. You won't. Two things every smart key Toyota owner: needle metal key hidden inside your fob. Slide the antenna right there that reads the chip up close. It'll recognize it. Then press the button with your foot on the brake like normal. That's 2 ways to never be stranded by a dead battery. Burn it into memory now because you'll need it on the worst possible night. Speaking of dead batteries, the next one is about jumping your car, and it's not where you think. Here's one that catches even experienced drivers, especially hybrid owners. On a lot of Toyotas and on basically every Toyota hybrid, Prius, RAV4 hybrid, Camry hybrid, Highlander hybrid, the 12-volt battery isn't even under the hood. It's in the back, in the trunk or cargo area, so when it dies and someone pulls up to jump you, everyone stands there confused looking for a battery that isn't there. The answer: under the hood, there's a dedicated jump terminal. A red cap, usually right on the fuse box, marked with a plus. You connect positive there, ground to a bare metal bolt, and jump it exactly like normal. This matters because hybrids that sit for a LT all the time, and most owners have no idea where to hook up. Knowing this one turns a tow truck and a wasted afternoon into a 5-minute fix in a parking lot. Now we're getting into the stuff that's pure money, the things the dealer is quietly billing you for. You change your oil, maybe you even did it yourself, and that "Mate ReQD" message or wrench light is still glowing. A lot of shops will reset it for you and quietly add it to the bill. It takes about 15 seconds and you can do it in your driveway. Look it up for your exact year once, and you'll never pay to clear that light again. That's a button you have in your own car. And the last 2 features are the biggest, starting with the one that fixes the thing owners complain about most. If you've got a Toyota from about 2018 on, you have Toyota Safety Sense. And you probably also have the lane departure system beeping at you or tugging the wheel every time you touch a line. Most owners just suffer through it. You can tune it. In your settings, or with the LDA button near the wheel on some models, you can turn the lane departure alert off or switch the steering assist part off while keeping the warning. You can change the pre-collision sensitivity so it stops flinching early, and you can shut off the automatic high beams if they annoy oncoming drivers. The key word is tune, not destroy. Your actual emergency braking, the part that saves your life, stays on. You're just turning down the nagging that makes PM models lane assist rearms each drive, so you may need to tap it off again. Annoying, but at least now you know it's a setting, not your fate. Which brings us to number 10. Everything I just mentioned. The window trick, the door behavior, half of these toggles. A lot of them actually live in one place, the place the dealer uses and never points out. Your instrument cluster, the gauges right, Bladen settings, and service menu. This is their wheel meter buttons to open a customization menu. Inside, depending on your model, you'll find more than 20 adjustments. How long the interior lights stay on, the auto lock and auto unlock logic, whether the key fob window feature is even enabled, seatbelt reminder volume, ambient lighting, units, language. There's also a deeper one, a self-test mode on many models. Hold the trip reset button while you cycle the ignition to on, and the cluster runs a gauge sweep and shows system checks the dealer uses for diagnostics. The exact entry combo varies by model and year. That's not me being vague. That's Toyota using different button layouts. So here's your move. With the car on, hold the trip/meter button and watch for a settings menu to appear, then explore it slowly. One rule: change the comfort settings, but leave anything you don't recognize alone. This is the legit menu, not a place to gamble. This is the one I'd save and rewatch. It's the difference between owning a Toyota and actually running it the way the people who built it intended. So that's 10. From rolling your Windows dot to a hidden menu the dealer uses every day and never mentions. Here's what I want you to actually do. Pick 3 from this list and go try them in your driveway this week. The fob window trick, the maintenance light reset. ARI alone change how the car feels to live money in your pocket. The dealer was counting on. and I want to hear it. Which of these did your Toyota already have that you never knew about? And which one didn't work on your model year? Drop your model and year in the comments, because that's how the next person finds out what works on their car. Because here's the real takeaway: your Toyota was built to be understood by its owner. Most people just never get shown the door. Now you have.